The Dunemarchers are the third of 3 exotic Titan leg armor in Destiny 2. It's also a returning exotic from Destiny 1. The perks have changed a little since the last time we saw this piece. In Destiny 1, the Dunemarchers increased sprint speed, movement speed while aiming down sights, and increased turn speed while sprinting. In Destiny 2, Bungie tried something else with it. The intrinsic perk for Dunemarchers is called Linear Actuators, and it increases sprint speed. Sprinting builds up a static charge. After melee attacking an enemy, that charge will chain damage to nearby enemies. It also has mobility and health recovery mods. I enjoy the aesthetic of them. They're a little bulky for my taste, but they certainly look like a heavy piece of armor. There's a lot going on with this intrinsic perk, so let's go to the field and test it out. Here we are on Titan, and we're going to test out the Linear Actuators perk. You can see on the left side of the screen that the perk activates after sprinting for about 5 seconds, and it stays active for another 7 seconds after you stop sprinting. 7 seconds is plenty of time in PvE to find an enemy to melee for the chain lightning to affect. Now let's see how much it increases sprint speed. We'll start off with normal Titan sprinting. It takes me roughly 7 seconds to reach the other end of this bridge, so how much faster can we go with the Dunemarchers? Let's see. With them equipped, I reach the same point in about 5.5 seconds. Here they are side by side. It is a little faster, but it's not as fast as I was hoping. But that's only half the perk. Let's test out the chain lightning. You'll notice a few things while watching this melee montage. The lightning can chain a decent distance, it can chain to more than one enemy, and you don't need your full melee charge for it to work. Those are all really great. However, it only does about 65 damage, sometimes a few points more. That amount is negligible in the long run. It's not even enough damage to one-shot a Dreg. In fact, it won't even take away half its health. It's a nice little bonus to damage nearby enemies, but it will hardly make the difference between life or death if you're surrounded. I'm sure you're wondering how it works in PvP. Well, when I was actually able to trigger it on an enemy, it also did next to nothing. It does about 20 damage. I wasn't able to get close enough to multiple enemies for the lightning to actually chain to another player, and I'm sure my teammates didn't enjoy me putting myself in harm's way so often. So what are my final thoughts on the Dunemarchers? I think it's a very situational exotic. It takes time to activate the perk, and unless you're surrounded by a lot of enemies in PvE, you won't get the most out of the chain lightning effect. The increased sprint speed is nice, even though it's not as fast as I would have preferred. Honestly, looking back, I'd rather have the Destiny 1 version of the armor. I think it was a little better overall. And unfortunately, the Dunemarchers are almost unusable in PvP. You're never going to be able to get close enough to multiple enemies for the chain lightning to work. If anything, you'll kill one guy and then immediately get team shot. If I had to pick my favorite out of the 3 Titan exotic leg armor, I think the Peacekeepers are the best. You can check out that video on my channel as well. But that wraps it up for this exotic review. Thank you for watching, and let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this exotic or if you have another one that you really like using. If you want to know when I upload a video, you can follow me on Twitter @MikeCheckGaming. Stay tuned for more Destiny 2 videos in the future. Peace.